Miss Universe 2025, a year defined not by gowns or glitter, but by controversy, courage, and one unforgettable comeback. What unfolded in Bangkok wasn't just a beauty pageant, it was a global showdown. A clash of power, pride, and public pressure. And at the center of it all stood a woman who refused to be silenced. Today, we're diving deep into the full story, how Miss Universe began, how 2025 spiraled into chaos, and how the woman they tried to humiliate became the queen they could not deny. To understand the explosion of 2025, we need to go back to where it all began. The Miss Universe pageant was born in 1952, almost by accident. A swimsuit company lost its Miss America winner after she refused to model for them, so they created their own pageant, one that quickly grew beyond anyone's expectations. Over the decades, Miss Universe became more than a beauty contest. It became a global stage, a spotlight on culture, ambition, and international pride. But it has never been free of controversy. And 2025 proved that even a polished crown can hide deep cracks beneath the surface. The 74th edition of Miss Universe was set in Bangkok, Thailand, a place known for its passionate pageant culture and dazzling productions. Yet behind the glamour, tension was bubbling. New leadership had just stepped in. A new CEO, a new direction, and disagreements between the global Miss Universe organization and the Thai hosts were already simmering. To the public, everything looked beautiful. But backstage, the pressure cooker was heating up. A live-streamed event that was supposed to be simple, routine, harmless. Instead, it became the spark that ignited the biggest Miss Universe scandal in years. Thai director Nawadat Saragrizal publicly scolded Miss Mexico, Fatima Bosch, criticizing her for not posting enough promotional content. Some say he called her dumb. Others say dummy. Either way, the insult landed like a slap across the internet. Fatima stayed composed, but she didn't stay silent. And neither did the other contestants. Soon, women from across the pageant, including the reigning Miss Universe, stood up, walked out, and refused to participate in a show that disrespected any one of them. It wasn't a pageant moment anymore. It was a protest, a line in the sand. The drama didn't stop there. Days before the finale, one of the judges, Omar Harfouch, resigned. He claimed something shocking, that the top 30 contestants were already pre-selected, not by the official panel, but by an unofficial group behind the scenes. Another judge soon resigned as well. Whispers of conflict of interest spread, rumors of favoritism, accusations of rigging. A pageant built on precision and fairness was suddenly under scrutiny, and the world was watching closely. As if the walkouts and resignations weren't enough, the online fan voting system added another layer of confusion. Numbers spiked, massively and suspiciously. Tens of millions of votes poured in within hours, raising serious questions. Was it authentic? Was it manipulated? Was it even legal? Even the Miss Universe organization had to clarify that certain promotion campaigns in Thailand were not officially approved. Everything that could go wrong seemed to be going wrong. And underneath all the drama, something else was happening. And Jakrajaditip, a powerful figure tied closely to Miss Universe, had stepped down earlier in the year. Her absence destabilized the usual structure. New leadership stepped in, new decisions, new tensions, and suddenly, the 2025 pageant felt like a ship sailing through a storm with no steady captain. By the time the grand finale arrived, the world wasn't just tuning in for the crown. They were tuning in for the aftermath. Would the judges be impartial? Would the organization ignore the controversy? Only time would tell. And then, the moment came for the crowning of the queen. The top 5 were already standing with hearts beating. The fans and voters had their favorite contestants, which Argentina's Alda Masset, followed closely by Venezuela's Stephanie Abasali, and the ever-stunning Olivia Yates from Côte d'Ivoire. These names dominated every prediction chart, fan poll, and social media thread. These women weren't just contestants, they were movements, and each had a global army behind them. First, there was Argentina's Alda Masset, a runway assassin with a magnetic, high-fashion presence. Alda brought a blend of elegance and boldness that made her performances impossible to ignore. Right behind her, fans rallied around Venezuela's Stephanie Abasali, a powerhouse representative from the world's most legendary pageant country. Her precision, her polish, her command. She was the perfect pageant prototype, and fans loved her for it. But then, there was Olivia Yace of Côte d'Ivoire. The moment Olivia stepped into the competition, the energy shifted. You could feel it. She wasn't just a contestant. She was a force, and fans believed that Olivia deserved the crown. Here's why. Fans said she had the best answers to questions posed to her, plus there's technique, and then there's presence. Olivia had both, but her presence is what set her apart. She radiated warmth, intelligence, and confidence. The climax, crowning the winner. Spotlights, sequins, crowns, and nerves. After the final questions, the runway walks and global votes, the winner of Miss Universe 2025 was Miss Mexico, Fatima Bosch. When the host announced Mexico as the new Miss Universe 2025, the arena didn't explode with celebration. It froze. For a split second, you could feel the confusion ripple across the crowd. People looked at each other. Some gasped, some shook their heads, and then the reaction hit. A wave of boos erupted from the audience. Fans who had been cheering all night suddenly fell silent or raised their hands in disbelief. Several audience members held their faces, stunned. Others pointed angrily at the stage. And yes, cameras caught it. People giving thumbs down, right there in the stands. It wasn't subtle. It wasn't quiet. It wasn't the reaction Miss Universe expected. Many supporters of Côte d'Ivoire and Venezuela stood up, visibly upset. Some shouted Olivia. Others yelled no, as the crown was placed on Mexico's head. The tension was thick, the kind you could feel even through a screen. On social media, the shock turned into a storm within minutes. Robbed. This can't be real. What did we just witness? Inside the venue, the disappointment was undeniable. The audience's reaction spoke louder than any statement the organization could release. People weren't just surprised, they felt betrayed. This moment instantly became one of the most controversial coronations in Miss Universe history. Congratulations to Miss Mexico, the woman who had been insulted publicly, the woman who walked out in protest, the woman who refused to shrink herself down. She stood tall, crowned, radiant, and unshakable. Miss Côte d'Ivoire, Olivia Yace, has been officially announced as the new Miss Universe Africa/Oceania, taking over the title from Nigeria's Chidimma Adesina. Then Miss Universe Africa and Oceania, Côte d'Ivoire Olivia Yace. Miss Universe Asia, China Zhao Na. Miss Universe Europe and Middle East, Malta Julia Cluett. Miss Universe Americas, Venezuela, Stephanie Abasali. Olivia Yace, Côte d'Ivoire, finished as the fourth runner-up in the overall competition, while Stephanie Abasali, Venezuela, was the second runner-up. Both Zhao Na, China, and Julia Cluett, Malta, were top 12 finalists. It wasn't just a victory, it was a message. This year will be remembered not because of the dresses or the camera flashes, but because of what it revealed. It showed that contestants are not silent symbols. They are powerful, intelligent women with voices that carry weight. It exposed cracks in the system, from management to judging to public relations. And it reminded the world that crowns may shine, but integrity shines brighter. Miss Universe 2025 was more than a pageant. It was a turning point, a moment where women demanded respect, and one woman showed exactly what happens when you refuse to bow to pressure. Fatima Bosch didn't just win a title. She made history. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe, and let me know what moment from this year's pageant shocked you the most. Kindly leave your comments below. See you in our next video.